What's going on, everyone? So, horror in general right now, it's just, I feel like it's in such a plain state, right? It's just like a lot of just like rehashes, remakes, and requels. And I'm not saying all of them have been bad. I'm not saying that all horror movies are bad. There's been a lot of good horror movies, and I still think that there's several good shows and stuff like that. It's just, it's fewer and far between, it feels like at times. And I can be very critical on some of these films and stuff like that. But again, it's just giving my honest opinion, right? Whether you agree, disagree, it's my honest opinion. Would you rather prefer honesty or have me fluff up all these films, right? I think most people would prefer honesty because I'm somebody that wants honesty, right? We're still going to go watch most of these films. I'm still going to go watch all these films. But I have another film that's coming out that many of you are probably excited to see. And I was excited to see until I saw the actual trailer. And that was M3gan 2. That trailer was terrible because it showed what the movie is supposed to be, which I already had concerns with given the circumstances. But it's even worse, in my opinion, than I could have imagined. All right. So I'm going to break down the trailer a little bit and explain why this is silly. And it makes no sense. None. It's ridiculous. So first off, right, new super tech. New robot from an old file that was supposed to get deleted and it never got deleted, right? Why not just make it to where there's a competing company or something like that that's doing the same thing? Take the Iron Man 2 approach, right? It's always some it was a lost file. We deleted it, but it had a life of its own. It replicated, we thought it deleted, but no, it decided to reboot itself, right? It's like, all right, okay, that's not where my gripe is, though. Fine. That's how the approach you want to go with it. You see this thing be this militant super soldier, right? You got the Winter Soldier out there who is downloading and processing all this information and all this other stuff and yada, yada, yada. And the main group has no idea what they're prepared for, what they're walking into, any of that stuff. They talk about how she's only getting smarter. She's only getting better, right? She's only getting more, tuned on her skills. Soon she's going to be unstoppable. Weapons, nothing's going to be able to stop her. The world is going to come to an end unless the original steps in and saves the day, right? And what is she? She's in a Wall-E costume, right? And first off, why would you keep that around? Why would you scrub it and give you a new thing, right? Again, if you watch the first movie, you get it, right? I don't want to spoil everything for everybody, but it's okay, fine. You kept her, that's her prison, right? Then, of course, the story is playing out as hey, I can stop her, right? So, we need to get her a new body. Well, what do you want? I want a faster, stronger, this, that, the other body. And they make it a point numerous times in the trailer that she's killed people. She's, how do we know that she's not just going to try to kill all of us and flip on us and all that stuff, right? And yet they go, let's give her a body. And they ask her opinion. What do you think your body should be? I want to be faster, smart. I want to be basically Superman. So what do? They make her Superman. And then, the little couple wisecracks of remember when I told you I'd kill you? Well, yeah, I won't do that. I promise. Right. And it's just again, I understand, she had this protective sense, this, this obsession, right? All that. But now she's supposed to be this reformed robot that learned her ways or whatever. And all everyone keeps saying is hey, what if she kills all of us? What is this? Why not? Even if she can't, first off, how is she supposed to stop this super soldier that has had this head start and has downloaded and processed it, every military tactic and all that stuff based on what we saw in the trailer? And they say themselves that she's this insane, big, greatest weapon ever created. And now all of a sudden Megan's going to go in there and just super soldier her and it's going to be all that. Okay, fine. All right. But then on top of that, it's what's stopping her from, if she can stop that, just taking over the world, right? What's stopping her from killing that robot, and just being like, well, now I'm the strongest being in the world, and just run through everybody. Or just decide like, yeah, I'm just going to kill all of you. Right? Like there's so many possible outcomes that could happen for that. But you know none of that's going to happen. You know it's going to be a feel-good story. She's going to be reformed and she's going to like learn from her ways and she's going to be a happy-go-lucky person. But the biggest thing is everybody, she didn't just like rough people up. Right? It wasn't like this was something where she just like, you know, smacked a couple people around and it's like, ah, man, your feelings got hurt. But no, it's okay. She literally killed people in like gruesome ways and like tracked and hunted people down. She had what, at least 4 kills in that movie? And everyone's like, you know, people deserve a second chance, right? Like they didn't reprogram her. They didn't give her like new hardware. They didn't wipe her memory. They didn't do anything, right? Like they just were like, hey, let's put her in an even more advanced body. She killed a bunch of people, but sucks for those guys, right? Like those people sucked anyway, right? Like luckily, you know, she almost killed everybody in the room that's going to rebuild her and get her back to normal, right? I get the whole idea is like that she's the only one because she's the only one of her type, but it's like, oh my God. There's just like a million other ways you could have went about this, right? Like, I don't know. I would have rather it just have been another straightforward horror movie, right? Make it like a Chucky thing where she just like comes back to life and like reboots herself and, you know, is more advanced and now it's even harder and you got to try to take her down and she's the super robot or whatever. And she's just like killing military people and all this stuff and just like running through a town or something like that and just make it like a full-fledged horror. I know it was like this horror comedy type thing and that's fine. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm not saying you can't balance into that. Like I liked the first M3gan. I thought it was a good movie, right? Like, you know, was it, you know, kind of pieces of other films? Sure. But for the most part, I thought it was a good movie, right? It was entertaining. It was a good watch. Right? It was actually better than I thought it was going to be going into it. I had my concerns going into it. This one, again, I'll give it a fair shake. I'm going to give it a fair chance. I'm going to watch it. But just based on the trailer, the movie doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like it looks terrible, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion, right? Many people might look at it and go, man, I love this idea. It's a great idea. But like there's zero rationality in any of it. I understand it's a movie, you know, and people are going to be like, you're looking into it too much. Like, no, like at least common sense, right? Like at least just like basic understanding. And if you want to create this like super soldier and she comes back to fight the super soldier, she learns from her ways or whatever, fine, right? But like go a different approach of it other than like everybody and like the daughter's like, you know, everyone needs a second chance. Like, dude, she killed people, right? Like she didn't like it wasn't like, again, she just like, you know, whatever, like lit a building on fire. Like she literally killed people. And it's like, oh, well, you know what? It's fine. Like, you know, hey, promise us you won't do that again. Promise? Pinky promise. Like, I don't know. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion and I pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.